Hello, thank you for joining me again today. I thought I would talk about another simple pattern, just a simple 4-ring pattern that you can use to practice your skills of making rings and joining them with picots to make some simple earrings. Here's some examples. These are made from a fingering weight yarn. I just love this colorway. These are made from size 10 thread. You can see they're smaller, but the same pattern. And these are from a size 20 thread. And these also have beads in them at the joins, which I will show you how to do in a future video. So those are some examples. This is the pattern. Very easy. 4 rings with a twisted join between the first and the fourth. So I thought I'd show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do the first ring, which is 4 double stitches, a medium-sized picot, not small, not large, medium, for the reason that if you make them too small, once you join them, the earring will start to cup, if you can see that. So you want the picots to be a medium size so that your rings will lie flat. And this is a skill that is a good one to practice, making your picots a certain size. There's your, so you've got 4 picot, 4 picot, which is the top picot, another 4, picot, a medium picot, and you can use your picot gauge here if you want, but I just kind of eyeball it here to try and make it the same size as the first side. And then your last 4, 3, 4. So there's your first ring, 4 picot, 4 picot, 4 picot, 4. And this is your top picot here, which is what you're going to be joining your earring finding to. Close your ring. There's your first ring. Now the next 3 rings, the pattern is 4 join 8 picot 4. So you do your next ring as close to the base of your first ring as you can. Do 4, 2, 3, 4. Join that picot. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes I like to slow down and demonstrate the knot itself. I move so quickly, sometimes people don't believe I'm actually doing anything. This is your last 4. You have your joining picot. 3, 4. There's your ring 2. Close that. The third ring here is the same as the second. 3, 4. Join. One thing I'd like to talk about right there, if you notice, each stitch I've explained to you is made of 2 sides, the first side and the second side. When I join to a picot, I use the first side only, and then I make a complete knot after that. I don't make the second side of the knot. It is your personal preference, however you are comfortable doing it. You can make the second side of the knot after you join a picot, and it's about your stitch count. After you join, if you use that knot after the join as one of your next stitches included in your stitch count, it doesn't matter if you do or not, just be consistent. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joining picot, medium sized, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're coming to the last one, and I'll show you that point about the join again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of those 4 knots had 2 sides. After you join this picot, you pull that down, that counts as your first side of the next knot, or just your join. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You just have to be consistent so things look consistent. All right. I made that join, and I am stopping there. I am not making the second side of a knot. I am just going ahead with the 2-sided knot in the next stitch count. So I hope that makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we've done 4, join 8, and we've not joined this to our first ring here. I've highlighted this because this is going to be a twisted picot. As I explained in the rings only flower and in the snowflake video, the twisted picot will help the picot joins lie flat when they're complete. So to join the last join, you take your first ring, fold it over top, pinch that, lay your picot that you want to join over your thread. Take your crochet hook, back to front, twist around, pull the thread through the picot and hold. Put your shuttle through there and then remove that loop and make it lie tight as you can next to the stitches, keeping it folded. Make your last 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull that closed. Put the 2 ends of the 4th ring together, pinch that, close the ring. And there's your 4 rings. Okay, now what I usually do is you cut this off and tie a surgeon's knot here. I explained that in the snowflake video, but I'll show you again. Just a square knot with the double. For the first part, you do 2 times through the loop instead of 1. Pull that tight to really create a tight knot there, the base of the rings. And then the second side, second half, there. And then you just pull them out of the way so they're not showing in the middle. And this is just something you can practice with however you want to do this. You can sew your ends in, cut them off, put a little drop of glue. These are meant to be earrings, so you're not really going to have a lot of stress on that knot. So then you're going to cut that off. And there's your earring. And there are 2 types of earrings that I have made. This is for pierced ears, just very simple wire. You can either purchase these or make them yourself out of wire. And then just open that with pliers. And that's what your top picot is for right there. You insert your picot on that loop. And then close your loop. And you've made an earring. Very easy to do. One more thing I wanted to talk about. There are some people who do not have pierced ears. You can buy these findings for non-pierced ears that have the loop at the bottom. You just open that loop, put your picot on there, and then close that loop for people who do not have pierced ears. I know I've had several requests for that. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and this has answered some of your questions. Thank you very much for watching.